They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Here's Jackson looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. Back to throw. Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Come on, let's go!
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback, taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, that's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Single, 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 single.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey. 4 down. 630. Check 3.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on first down. And some room to roam now. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jackson. He may try and run for this. And now running right through him. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a first down following that long gain.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go.
Back to throw. Jackson. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go.
Now Jackson, a final shot before break. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be knocked down sideways. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, we got 4. Over. Hey, alert 3.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
Rodgers now on 3rd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. On the return, Hester. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Jackson on first down. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Time running out here on the play clock. Looking to throw. Jackson fighting through, eluding the pressure right. And he coughed it up, and the Raiders pick it up. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Tight end right, tight end right.
319.
4 down, check. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
319.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions at the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting.
Let's go. 4 down.
And to give this time to the tailback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Chiefs on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Moss. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. and he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
87's me. 87's me. Come on.
Here's Jackson on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Strong left.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Jackson now to throw on 2nd down. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football